What is up, everybody? It's your boys Jid and Juice back at it again, and today we're talking about Panini.
When are we talking about Panini?
Scamming more people, scamming them left and right. Gotta
Like
love
you said, at this
Panini.
point, do they even care?
Do they even care? Do they? I don't think they do. they're just staking money.
They're just looking to get money.
7-level cards. What's up? How are you? Hope everything is going well. What's up, chat?
What
What's up,
hasn't
guys?
Panini done? They've screwed us in so many ways.
Panini did it again to multiple people. Multiple people. We'll jump in it right here in a second, but you guys already know the topic. Panini did it again. What did they do again? They just scammed people, scammed everyone. We'll get into the details here shortly, but we'll let everybody trickle in. Trickle in. I hate Panini. You know, I
wish they would just care. I think they've just gone to the level that they just don't care anymore.
Yeah, it feels like every single week it gets worse and worse and worse. I mean, just the hobby in general feels at an interesting point, especially, you know, with Panini and everything that they're forgetting, from autos to patches to cards just coming apart to postcards to whatever it may be. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
It's like every release, their product gets, like, there's always more and more glaring issues than there were before.
100%. And of course, here we go. Knew this was going to happen. Someone put 8-1 in the chat. Yes, the Eagles lost. It's okay. It's all right. Eagles lost. You know,
but it's not as bad as the Falcons losing in the Super Bowl.
Ooh.
To Tom Brady after having such a big lead and then blowing it.
Boom. Tep says Panini is basically Thanos. Panini doesn't even know who we are. Dude, this is fact. What are you guys' best cards? I mean, there's a ton out there. It depends on what you mean by best. Absolutely embarrassing. Panini and just don't care whatsoever. Overpriced garbage. Hope Fanatics buys Panini. Do we? I mean, obviously we want to see some of our favorite sets stay around. You know, Prism, National Treasures. I personally love Panini 101.
But it might be a good way to, like, for somebody to come in and then clean house and get rid of all of these unnecessary sets and then put their focuses back on quality and then these limited important sets that everyone, you know, loves. Like, I mean, obviously Prism is very important. You know, you can't get rid of Prism and things like that. Select.
You know, yeah, but if they get rid of a lot of these sets, could prices then go back up? Could prices then skyrocket again because the limited amount of sets, and if they get, you know,
I think they could. The less sets they have, the more products in those. I mean, those sets they can print, so that you're not dealing with like a limited run of each set.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, you think? Overprinting. I mean, we're kind of dealing with that right now too, a little bit. But
overprinting, if it brings down the price of Prism back down to its reasonable level, why not, right?
Maybe.
Imagine paying like $600 a box of Prism from now on because they've limited a lot of the lines.
I'd rather pay like $400, but yeah, I get your point. I mean,
rather than paying like $1,200, $1,800 a box.
Yeah, football is like $1,800 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Prism football, $1,800. Oof. Be nice if Panini would fill the damn redemptions.
That too.
They're getting sued. Panini is getting sued with redemptions.
Oh, because of their whole like canceling out the mid to low end redemptions. I figured that would happen.
So two of the biggest ones, two of the biggest issues that we're going to talk about today is going to be two examples from Panini. One from Pac-Man and one from Miss Sports Cards. Just you know, we'll talk about a couple other ones, but I pulled up some of their videos. So let me share my screen. We can take a look. Take a look at this together.
JW in the house, dropping those beautiful comments. Ooh. If you ever wanted to know what the card looks like under.
There it is under. right there. Boom shakalaka. You know, this is absolutely ridiculous. The card, this is supposed to be a case hit. This card is one of the tougher cards of the pool, and you get it, and it's like a filler with a sticker on it. It's really what a card is. No, but okay, it's a limited short print. Obviously, they could get coming like out of 10. And then here is Miss Sports Cards. She pulled an auto recently with no auto.
I mean, that's kind of the player that you would hope to get, you know, an auto of, and you just don't have the auto there.
No auto whatsoever. Absolutely ridiculous seeing this type of stuff. Absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe you need to blacklight it. Maybe it's a hidden signature.
JW, speaking of unnecessary, how are you doing, Juice? Hey, appreciate it, man. You're right. I'm unnecessary. I'll end the stream now. Bye.
And then time out.
Nah, it's all right. JW, man. I'm glad I live in your mind rent free every single week.
That is true. Maybe every day.
You live to give me hate, and it just makes me just do better, man. I'm just so much better. I love it. Absolutely love it. Here we go. Let's see here. I'm ready to sue. I have some crazy old subs. Dude, that's rough. That is rough. You saw Panini scoreboard, the collector, and drop all redemptions responsibility once their deals are done. Dude, 100%. Look, JW, now you're having some info. Cat says, what the fuck, no auto? Like you forgot to slap on a sticker? True, and these are supposed to be sticker autos, and someone's literally putting those on every single time. Every single time.
There's the one with the wrong player getting the Messi auto on there. It's like, oh boy, quality control. Panini at its finest. Just keep that card with the Messi auto.
I would like to change the power within Panini, whether it's Fanatics or whoever, and it changes. Just can't get Band-Aid repairs either. This is true. Yep. Very true. I was going to put a sticker on, but then I got high. There it is. Quality control is ridiculous at Panini. 100%. Tops did the same thing with 2020 Chrome F1 Vettel's base auto didn't get put on the cards, and they refused to do anything about it.
Wow. Terrible. Jeez.
You need sweeping up with all that money and customers to still buy. Hey, I mean, we still buy.
Yeah, but as you can see now, it's becoming a bit less and less, I think. As you can see, the prices, even our card shop says it, you know, the price that they pre-ordered, once it drops, the price is already cheaper on launch day. So sometimes it's better to just not even pre-order. We see that with a lot of the TCG side of things too.
Did you see T. Higgins with Justin Herbert sticker? Yeah, I saw that too. We also saw a like a little card insert where someone opened up a box. It was WWE, and the card insert had like, hey, this is where a 101 hit should go. We also seen a car that was pulled that didn't even have the piece of patch that was supposed to be involved in the actual product. Dude, luck. If I pay 20% more, will Panini load my boxes with good hits? Can I set up for this?
Yeah, there's a secret sign up, but it's by invite only though.
Jin, what's your favorite band?
My favorite band? I mean, I listen to K-pop, so yeah. I'm more of an oldies kind of guy, like old school.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is what happens when you have a monopoly in a market, no competition to keep them in check. I mean, yeah, kind of, especially when they own the rights to particular boxes and so forth, or sports.
The licensing of the teams and stuff.
100%. I can get away with stuff like this. These are clear ongoing issues.
It is. It's surprising that they can get away with it, but I think eventually things will catch up with them. Just like with the redemptions, a lawsuit is coming. So we'll see how that plays out. And then with everything else, we'll have to see what happens.
Are the old top sets going to become more valuable when Fanatics starts producing? It's a possibility. I mean, Fanatics, it really depends on one, the sport, and then two, who you're chasing. Like a lot of those old Fanatics pieces, I mean, they bought tops already, so it's not like they're going to stop doing anything with tops. So it's tough to say. I mean, it's all about the player at that point.
But we're hoping with tops and then the Fanatics having the licensing, we can see some of the older products come back. Like Topps Chrome Basketball would be nice. You know, so sets like that, I think will be good to see once Fanatics has all of the licensing, and now that they have tops, I'd love to see some of those old products come back. I'd love to see them take over Upper Deck too.
Yeah, that'd be kind of dope. Everyone's so excited to see Upper Deck bought Flair when Flair went bankrupt. Do you feel that excitement would be there if Fanatics bought Panini? No. I mean, as long as they keep the sets, but I mean, at this point, the hobby is just going into such a different direction. You got breakers who are magically pulling every single great card in a box. You got, companies that are printing cards that can't even put autos on cards, can't even put a patch in a card. You got prices just soaring. I mean, at this point, Fanatics has to prove that they're actually going to make a change. And I just don't think that happens. I mean, you go to a Fanatics website right now, and Fanatics just lists a PSA card that normally goes for $80 on eBay for $250. So do I think Fanatics is going to come in and revolutionize anything? No. So far, they've been all talk. They haven't done anything. They haven't announced anything. They haven't shown us anything. All they've shown us is that they're going to continue to charge large amounts of money for boxes. I mean, they own Topps now, and they haven't really changed anything there. Topps really
they don't really have a licensing to do anything, so they can't really print basketball.
It doesn't matter about basketball. I mean, Topps technically bought, or Fanatics technically bought Topps, and Topps now produces a product that doesn't even have inserts because they forgot to put it in there. So it's not like quality control is magically going to improve. It's just going to take a lot to actually change it. Is Fanatics it? No, I don't think so. Plain and simple. They're going to keep doing the same shit over and over again.
Oh, there we go. They, what's his name? Was it Sports Card Dave or whatever? Is right. Sports Card is going to die because all these companies can't get their shit together.
I mean, you're still going to have people that collect. You're going to have people that are enjoying the hobby as itself as collecting, which is great. That's what it should always be. I think I watched like a Coach Code TikTok, and he said that he was at the Toronto show, and you didn't really hear about investing. You didn't really hear about the term of, hey, making money off of something. You heard about people, hey, I'm collecting this, I'm collecting that. I want to prospect into this. I want to watch how this player grows and collect this card. It's not really too much talking about, hey, do this, do that. And then you have like companies like Whatnot that are just throwing money left and right, dropping $50,000 on every influencer trying to get them to buy stuff, which, good for the influencers. It's great, marketing.
You know that's probably just to pump up their valuation, and then they're just going to dump the company.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
Whatnot's going to disappear.
Yeah,
to whoever
100%.
buys it.
Like everybody just cares about cash. I mean, at this point, it is what it is. The hobby is just could become so greedy. It's absolutely ridiculous.
But I guess we need something like this to kind of like be the flood to clean out the hobby, get rid of all of the people just about the money and stuff, clean out the house. Time to clean house and bring it back to what the hobby used to be, just straight up collecting.
Yeah, 100%. I can't stand Whatnot. God, I can't stand it with a passion.
By the way, the Luca's still at 2.3.
Yeah, no, I don't.
In a couple days. I don't think it'll go too much higher. Trying to get it for a steal, trying to get it for 1.7, but 2.3 is a little bit too high.
Yeah, I would love to see you put a bid for 1.7 million. That'd be great. Whatnot gave dollars to influencers to deflect attention from the backyard break spool, all the big hits thing.
So what? I mean, what was the whole thing? So they gave, I know they gave like Mojo. I think they gave Sports Card Investor like $50,000 to what? To like buy cards to sell, or
to sell on their app, right? So anything that the money that the influencers bought, they had to turn around and sell it on the app, which is understandable, right? They're trying to promote the app as an auction platform, and they've done things like this before in the past, where they dropped a ton of cash, to influencers. How they try to do Lamborghini stuff. They try to do a couple other things where, hey, you got to use the app to potentially do this. It's just now they're making it like it's telling the same amount of money, and it's sponsored by Whatnot. I mean, it's cool and all, but at the end of the day, it's just, hey, I'm buying these cards, which is great. And in a lot of these shows, those influencers are the only one buying cards, because the Dallas card show past couple have not been great. And then they're turning around and spending that money within the app and giving that app really good promotion. But the problem with the app is a lot of times you go to buy these cards. Now, granted, most of these cards sell for a decent amount, but you turn around and a lot of these cards are getting bid up for 2, 3, 4, 5x on what they're really worth. And there's no checks and balance. And then it's like in the car market. You go buy a car.
So then if I bought $50,000 worth of cards and I sell it on the Whatnot app, then Whatnot takes their percentage and then I keep my percentage from selling the cards?
I don't know exactly how it gets done. I mean, we were talking to Whatnot a long time ago and we walked away from that, right? So we kind of closed off.
I mean, these you get $50,000, then you promote it, sell it, and then it's just kind of like, just seems like you just spending the money inside.
I'm sure you get the remaining balance. So like if you buy cards for $50K, you sell them for a total of 60, you get 10 grand. I'm sure that, and plus you get the content from actually making the deals and so forth. But I mean, it's like the car market. When you go buy a car that's overpriced, the person that's buying that car is going to know over time, like, hey, I was an idiot. I shouldn't have spent this much money. I'm not going to ever buy from this person again. And I think a lot of times people that are using that app, I think they're going to end up not spending a ton of money on the app itself, because over time they realize, wow, I just spent $20 on a $5 card.
Yeah,
or,
and
hey,
all it took was a simple eBay search to see what the last sold of that card was, and then realized, oh, it sold for $5 and I paid $20. Yikes.
There has to start being some type of checks and balance, or the hobby. Everybody that's doing what they're doing, if they want to continue to do it, they have to have some type of checks and balance. You can't just keep throwing the money train at it. It's plain as day the direction the hobby is going into. And if you're saying that it's not, I'm not saying the hobby's dead, because the hobby is alive when it comes to people collecting dollar bins, things like that. But to sit there and say that you can't see an actual trend, stop it. You're lying to yourself. You're absolutely lying to yourself.
Educate yourselves. All it takes is a simple eBay search, a 130-point search, just to see what those cards are going for and whether you want to pay that price or not. But hey, to each their own. If you don't mind overpaying for cards that you like, that's fine. But it's just a little scummy.
Very scummy. Very scummy. I was on TikTok and a guy was rising in Mac Jones cracked ice, and he got $54K for it. It was unreal. What?
That
doesn't make any sense. $54K on TikTok?
He was razzing on Mac Jones cracked dice.
Auto?
Wow.
Cracked dice are typically, if it's an auto, it might be a rookie ticket at like 22 if it was an FOTL exclusive. Something like that. But for 54K, I don't.
Wow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Possibly. If he's razzing it. I mean, that's crazy, but.
A prime example. And I wouldn't blame the influencer, right? I mean, the influencer is out there doing it. Now, obviously, you can, let me take a step back. You can blame whoever you want to blame. But at the end of the day, if you're an individual and you have an opportunity to try to help promote something and so forth, I mean, I don't knock the individual trying to promote something and go out there. But at the end of the day, too, you also have to recognize trends. You also have to recognize what's actually going on and realize what's happening and be a part of the positive message.
Oh, Dylan says like a duck race. I've seen those duck races.
Oh, duck race. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see some crazy prices. Watch the Jabs family auction. His fan base pays crazy for his auctions. Why? And it doesn't make any sense. Why would anybody overpay for a card that is trending a certain amount? It's very strange to me. And I know you don't know why, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like it's either the buyer needs to be aware, and then the seller also can just not do an auction and just sell it for a set price, which would be a better way to do a fair assessment. Like if it's if you pay $10 for the card, you can probably put it up for 15, and then just do it as a buy it now type thing rather than trying to auction it off to maximize your money. But
yeah. Whatnot got me into comics about, I want to say about a year ago. Oh, gotcha. Spent a few hundo on comments, and then they are all in worse condition than what I thought or priced out. Learned quick. That happens all the time. And I mean, the thing about Whatnot too is the platform itself is phenomenal when you look at it from a technology standpoint. But the ethics and just being
it's not
not transparent. You don't know how much anything sells for at all. There's no way to track it. There's no way to track trends. There's no way to see what items sell for. You have to be there in the live, and when you're in the live and you see some of the stuff, you're like, okay, am I drunk? Am I high? What's going on? What am I watching?
Yeah, it's not to say that all sellers are like that, but there are a majority of the sellers who you can tell it's just out there for that money.
Hey, we're just keeping it real, DJ. I appreciate it. New subscriber here. Just wanted to say I really enjoy your videos and thank you both for keeping things real. Great job on your content. Switch Rips, thank you. Appreciate it.
You're gonna start seeing more and more of that.
No, yeah, 100%. We're taking the gloves off, folks.
We're taking off our boxing gloves and putting on our UFC gloves.
I'm gonna lay out
eventually we may go to bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, 2-hit combo.
Yeah, 1-2.
I mean, people need to research stuff before they buy it. Facts, 100%. And they buy without knowing it's on them. Yeah, 100%.
It is.
100%. I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, too, you're also creating a false reality that everybody lives in, that, hey, these prices should be going for this and this should be going for that. And that just creates an environment that is not going to sustain and last. And then you have conversations going on like this. So 100%, if you are buying your own cards, and you're spending your hard-earned money, I don't care what you spend it on. And you're right, that person has some type of accountability. But at the end of the day, too, the person selling that too, like, you got to wake up. You got to wake up and see what's really going on.
There's one Whatnot seller that I did buy some stuff from, and he had like custom cards that he was selling, but he did tell his audience that he does not want people to like bid crazy for these cards because he knew that they weren't very expensive cards, so you didn't need to pay a lot for them. But if people started to bid crazy, he would tell people to like you guys got to cut it out, like these aren't like this crazy stuff. And he threw in extra stuff because he felt like it should be balanced. If you paid a lot, you should get a few extra stuff to make up for the value, because he was trying to be not over gouge people. So I mean, there's people like that, but I mean, few and far.
I'm all for transparency in the hobby. If we had more transparency, it wouldn't be so bad. But there's a responsibility to educate as someone that has a decent amount of following.
Mm-hmm.
And by you not educating your users or your viewers or however it is, you have to take some accountability on yourself as well.
So we haven't had that many interactions with Whatnot. I mean, Whatnot originally, when they first came out, they kind of reached out to us, but we didn't think it kind of it vibed with us at that time. And I don't think they've really reached out since then.
I got an email last week.
Oh,
I just ignored it.
Yeah. See, there you go.
Do my homework before buying cards on lives. Yeah, fair. I mean, again, you definitely agree with you on that. I just think you can't just blame one. There's so much going on. There's so much accountability that needs to be on every side of the coin. And I think if you have some type of following, you owe that following to be as transparent as possible. If we sat out here pump and dump, like, that wouldn't be fair to you all. Go ahead, Drew.
That's kind of why we did this podcast, because people kind of started to kind of say to us, like, hey, you guys are, an influencer. Why are you not using your voice to, bring important messages to the scene? And we were just like, you know what, you're right. We're getting to that point where we start to have a voice, and we should start bringing awareness and stuff like that. And that's kind of how, it got started with this weekly podcast.
It's really hard to search up comps before you buy and Whatnot. Oh, 100%. It is. But a lot of times these whatnot individuals put items on their sheet of what they're going to be either selling, or they potentially show what they have. And if they go through their collection, you can kind of price out some stuff. People overpay, sell for cheap all the time. Dude, that's a problem. That is 100% a problem. I did a deal with Lootbox, Card Collector 2, etc. I mean, so like, for instance, since you're mixing our names together, everything that I gave Card Collector 2, he got a great deal on it because I know he's a card shop and he was able to move it. And I know he wasn't making a ton, and I gave him a good deal. So there's going to be some deals like that are completely fine. But if you are physically overpaying for a car and then selling for cheap later on, that is the consensus of the problem that is going on. There's too much of that. We talked about a couple of weeks ago where people are selling $2 million cards for $1.3 million, $900,000 cards for $250,000. That is not good. Now, granted, we don't know all the details, but from an outsider looking in, and since there's not a lot of context from the public eye, people are just seeing massive losses. So that's where transparency has to come through. The same thing with anybody selling cards on Instagram. If they sell a card, they're putting it up for 5, 10, 15, 20K. Then a couple slides later, they say sold, but they don't put how much it actually sold for. There has to be transparency.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Anyway, change up the topic. What are your thoughts on Panini, Reebok, Allen Iverson sneakers they just released? I love AI. I love the Q3, so I hope they do well.
Your birthday present's on its way.
True. Thanks, buddy. That's my main.
What do you think I got you?
It sounds like you might have gotten some Q3s.
I don't know. You might have a Panini box coming with some AIs in there, maybe.
Oh, my man.
Maybe two. Who knows?
Ooh. That's my main problem. I always check complete listings on eBay and then just don't buy anything. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good way to save money, right? If you know it's not the right price.
And some people add a fee on top of the price and start selling that. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I mean, again, the system of Whatnot is a fantastic system from a technology standpoint. I think there's the ethics behind it are there. Reason why a lot of people aren't there. The reason why a lot of people put the fee on top of it, because there is a give and take. I mean, Whatnot is a business and they're going to charge just like eBay does. So sellers might put that on the actual buyer. which is not too uncommon. It's not great, but it's not too uncommon. I paid triple for a card that Juice kept in his pocket during the session at the gym, buddy. Those pockets get sweaty, my man.
Hey guys, I am going to post a link in the chat.
What's
So
that
I
link
need you
to?
guys to click on there and vote for me and Juice to play basketball in the upcoming Culture Collision. There's a list of influencers, so click that link. Make sure you guys go vote to see your top 5. I think from the East and the West, and then I think they picked one lady from each East and West, and see who plays in that tournament. Yeah, it is the mango liquid death.
I love liquid death.
Mango and lime are both my favorite flavors.
Hopefully Eagles make it to the Super Bowl. Facts.
Well, like Tom Brady after his divorce seems to be playing well.
You can tell JW is old as hell. It was me and Juice Box. There would be 3 hits. I hit him. He hits the ground. Ambulance hits him. 90, taking him to the hospital. Okay, JW. Next thing you're going to tell me, you should practice picking yourself up. Sometimes it's annoying because I stream on Whatnot and I always have to think about the 11% before I list something.
Yeah, facts. I get it.
But eBay is right around there, right? 8 to 10%, depending on how much eBay you do, right? Keep doing your things, guy. Many thanks, all the way from New Zealand. Hey, buddy, I appreciate it.
Ooh,
MV Cards. What's
Pkwy.
up, buddy?
Nice.
I'll trade you for. Oh my goodness, no, buddy. What are your thoughts on Loop? They're trying.
They are. Everybody's trying.
Yeah, you got Drip, you got Loop. I mean,
Alt has their own like auctioning platform, not so much like a live stream thing.
It's really hard for companies to come out right away swinging at the auction platform when there's so many auction platforms already out. They're playing in a very saturated game. So you as a company coming out, is that your and that's your primary function? I think you're going to be going up against a big battle, my friend. It's going to be really tough for you to make an impact and a dent in that scene.
Imagine if you just had a live ticker on the side of the auctions, like, so whenever something comes up, you could see like the last paid prices and stuff. And so it kind of like throws that kind of information onto the screen or in the app.
My cards are low pop, number rookies, autos with my cards got to hit the floor too with all these other crappy cards that went too high. Oh,
I mean, it is 1, so he's probably
collecting them
incorrectly. Yeah,
he's one.
He's picking all those Lakers players that nobody wants.
One, download Warzone. Whatnot founder on his LinkedIn. We're the fastest growing marketplace in the United States, empowering people to make a living off their passion. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to sell cards. It's okay to make money off of cards. And, I personally, in my opinion, I just think there needs to be transparency because I don't think it's ethically correct for someone to sell a $5 card for $20, a $100 card for $700. Now, if someone buys that and someone's like, "Hey, great, we took advantage of them," I just that does not sit well with me. So again, if there was a way we could regulate and understand and be transparent, I would like it a little bit more. The tool itself is great. Whatnot is a great tool. Is that the technology behind Whatnot is fantastic. Yeah, it's my take on it. Check her out. I don't know who that is. Also, you have people who are there to support streamers and don't really care about paying more. Yeah, for sure. That's not a bad thing. I'm sure that's part of the Jabs family, right? You can't thank me later. Oh, that guy, Mike. They're grateful. If we had transparency, we'd be shocked at what actually goes on. Yeah, I mean, and again, transparency in pricing versus transparency in what all is going on. But I agree with you for sure. Don't forget breaks and whatnot. We'll say, guys, these spots are for the break. Should be going for a lot more. That video was so cringe. So cringe.
Ooh.
I want my FOTL Chronicles Wander RPA. Oof.
Yikes. Hopefully you get it.
What's going on with card porn? Are they trying to like say who runs it? I think that
they're trying to figure out whether it's like Jeff Wilson and Golden were involved in it, or it's like some guy from PSA and Jeff, just because they don't talk about, they never bash PSA. And
didn't card porn like bash Jeff for the longest time?
Well, then they're thinking that someone else bought it because someone was saying like their posts from like 6 months ago are a lot very different than the types of posts that they are now, that they're calling out certain people, but not other people and other entities and things like that. So it's hard to say.
Interesting. Here's a realist in the hobby. Appreciate you. Hey, we're trying. I know there's a lot of people out there that talk about transparency, but we appreciate you guys giving us the views. Larson Sports Cards, the entire whatnot thing with 1 minute sudden death auctions where you don't get a heads up to research, just asking for people to overpay, especially with the influencer talks it up. Yeah. Oof. The F1 community is super small and whatnot.
Aren't they trying to sell watches and things like that on whatnot too?
They're going to be they're going to be an entire platform at some point where you can buy and sell anything. They're going to legitimately auction house for almost all goods. That's why I'm here for the live events. It's all about research. Gin and juice have helped me get back in the hobby. Hey, 7-level cards. We appreciate it, man.
Thanks for stopping by all of our lives.
100%. Good deals can be found on whatnot, but you must be patient and willing to put in the time and research with speed. Hey, I agree with you, especially on a lot of lower end accounts. But then those people that run those accounts are the ones that quit first because they get so upset and frustrated that they're not making the big money on the cards and barely making 50, 20 cents, that they're going to be the ones that quit right away. We were talking in circles. I get it. What else are you talking about? Dang. Hey, man, we're just having conversations, reading chat. Just open dialogue, bruh. What's your thoughts on the upcoming eBay live sell shows?
It might be interesting. I mean, they did do a few at the different like events and stuff, and it had some interesting attractions. So it might be cool to see what they try to do with it. I think they're trying to do like what Heritage does, like for big auctions, like have the auctioneer come on and start talking about the card and trying to get those last few minute bids to, try to get some people to bid it up. Maybe it's their strategy to try to bid up some of the big cards. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what they do.
Have they tried this before? Is there like a video of them actually trying this?
They had the Cassius Marsh and
was it at
the Gen Con and things like that? They've had those
horrible.
They had a few. Yeah, I mean, technically, the technicality side of things weren't that great, but they did sell like packs, and then they were opened and things like that. But obviously, it's a work in progress. But it was interesting to see for sure.
Yeah. About the new Iverson shoes, check out 97.98 Skybox Premium Allen Iverson Reebok Special Insert. Huge back thing, came in bronze, silver, and gold lettering on the back. That's pretty sick. I wish content creators thought the way you both do, using platforms for the right reasons. Hey, we appreciate it, BA. I'll spit your Eagles. Get my Colts this week. I'm just hoping not to get blown out, dude. We got to be able to hold the football and not turn it over. Learn as much as I can about all aspects in the hobby. That's the easy way it is to watch Lootbox. Hey, man, thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, but we're not the most knowledgeable.
Not at all.
At all.
Not at all. Take everything we say with a grain of salt. Sometimes you get deals and whatnot. Yeah, I definitely seen it before. You won the box battle? Box battle. Oh, yeah, the other one. Yeah, I gotta announce those giveaway winners. I got a couple giveaway winners I gotta announce. I gotta get the cards together. Maybe we'll do it. We're probably gonna do a special live stream at some point this weekend talking about the World Cup. I haven't told you yet, Jim, but yeah, there probably will be. I'm getting a couple people together, so the deals will work.
Okay.
So, and I'll probably do announce it then because the World Cup starts this Sunday. And then guess what? On Thanksgiving Day, it's England versus the United States. It's gonna be dope. I saw something about redemptions briefly. I've tried going back to see, but I can't find it. Are they not filling them anymore?
I think they're going to a point where it's like, if it's, you set the redemption from some time long, like a certain date, is they're just gonna they're just gonna clear it out, give you points or whatever. But these are only for what they call low tier to mid tier cards. So apparently they're saying your high end cards are safe from being cleaned out, but
that's up to them.
And there's no transparency about it. They're not like, oh, these are mid tier cards, these are low tier cards, and stuff. So again, transparency is another key thing we'd like to see. But hey, what can you
do? Just like watching you guys because you actually give me good info on what boxes to buy, what I should buy, if any. Plus, it's just like watching you guys rip and hit big ones. I love it. Hey, thank you.
Hey, yeah, live vicariously through us and make your decisions.
Actually, my birthday was last week. Yeah, I just don't tell anybody. I'm not a big birthday guy. So we didn't do anything.
We'd embarrass him.
But yeah, my birthday was last week. I appreciate it, man. Shoes come with one pack of cards. My brother got the number ones. Whoa, really? Ooh, this is a good question. What is the number one thing Fanatics can do to improve the hobby?
I don't know. Jeez. What can Fanatics do? Lower the price on everything. Get prices back to a reasonable level, I guess. I don't know. Clean up all the unnecessary sets that aren't needed.
I like that.
Improve.
What would you put at the top? What would you put at the top? So I'll give you 5.
Clean. I'll say clean house.
Okay, there you go.
Clean out all of the products that are unnecessary. Focus on the main lines and make sure the quality control is there for those main product lines.
I think and it goes in line with my transparency, but I think it starts with distribution. Put in a better distribution source. Yeah. And allow, if it's card shops, great. If not, but we need to understand the price model. It can't go from Fanatics to distribution to card shop, and the distro is the one controlling the market. So that's really what happens. So mix in a little bit, what you mentioned earlier about lowering prices. I think that's probably a good place to start.
Yeah, cut out the distributors or make sure the distributors play fair, and if not, you lose your distribution license.
Dude, agree with JW. Hey, Matherin is legit. Top G. I voted for you guys. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Here's are the rumors true about Arash being spotted at the Swinging Richards?
Probably.
Hey, do you guys want to see Do Luck in the live this weekend? Leave a comment below.
Ooh.
We got to get Dude Love back on here.
Because he loves soccer, so.
Just hopped in. How do they scam? Well, Fanatics' quality control is absolutely ridiculous.
Panini.
Panini. Same with Fanatics. Frick it. Everybody's underneath one. Panini has been sending out autos without autos, sending out
Putting the wrong
cards,
sticker auto on the card,
and then sending cards without patches. Then absolutely destroying cards. I mean, there's left and right. You got cards falling apart. Poor Pac-Man, but that's really this game. We talked about it a little bit on, and then we got on a whatnot route rant, and yeah, we're just now kind of
remember that time they sent that pack where the front of the sticker of the card was in one pack, and then the back of that card was in another pack, so you had to like put them together to have one whole card.
Jeez,
that'll be nice in the future. You had to collect the pieces and put the cards together yourself.
Loop's more of a live card box pack breaking store.
Okay,
interesting. Agree. They sent out a survey request for users last week. It asked for your yearly salary. Look at that. None of their business.
I know. Hell. What do they need that for? So they can market the cards to use appropriately.
Right. Matthew says, finally the grade on the RPA Jamar out of 20 from Panini 1 came back. Got a BGS 9 auto 10. Not going to lie, pretty sure it did something with the surface because it was flawless when I went send and got an 8.5 on surface. Oof. Did you take a picture or video before you sent it in? And do you have the card physically back yet? Because I would definitely compare if you did.
Hamburger, aka Ghost Train Conductor.
Just Googled Swinging Richards. I feel like a box of 101s. Why would you do that? Max, buddy, what are you doing?
He thought he could. He doesn't know Dude Luck that well right now.
Oh, no. Okay, I voted for y'all. Thanks for no BS videos. Hey, I appreciate it. Not sure if you ever talked about it, but what do you think of the Area Club? We have not talked about it. It seems pretty cool if you're looking to showcase your cards and possibly looking to sell. Yeah, that one's interesting. I mean, I do like... Club? Yeah, that's the Derek Jeter like grading service and like selling platform. I like the idea behind it. I haven't really done too much research on it. If we're able to grade, we've been doing a lot of grading with different companies recently. Obviously, Drew sent some cards into a couple of graders. We sent some cards into AGS. You did Rare. We both did AGS. I did SGC. Obviously, we do PSA and Beckett all the time. But a lot of these other companies we kind of want to test out. So it might be a good opportunity for us to submit a card and take a look at Arena Club. I don't know how the functionality works. I don't know if we could just grade or do we have to grade and sell. So we'll see.
Maybe.
Dude Luck, what's Swinging Richards says no. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Look at Jada. Just wouldn't know he was in the VIP room all night. This guy. Here we go.
He was actually. And then Arash is the only one who walks out net positive.
Oh, I will never forget that trip.
That's the best, I think. Best birthday celebration ever.
Buddy, the guy coming up to me.
Oh, yeah, asking for a picture. Hey, I recognize you.
And then behind us, nude, girls. Oh, no.
Luckily, he didn't post it.
Yeah, thank goodness.
The heavens.
Stop it. Oh, yeah, the unassociated patches is dumb. The sweater patches are even worse.
It gets worse when the patch says that it's not even associated with any player, game. And you're like, what? It's got to be at least associated with the player. But nope, apparently not. Apparently they just get like a piece of white cloth and then just say it's like a Messi jersey or whoever.
Last I heard, Panini was getting sued for not filling redemptions. So nothing positive. Thoughts on the NBA draft class so far? Been pretty solid. I mean, Benedict Mathurin, my long shot for Rookie of the Year. I'm going to be collecting him pretty heavily. It's my guy. From all y'all's experience, how long does it take to get a redemption from Topps?
Topps can be pretty quick, but
I've never done one. Have you?
I've done 2. They came by pretty quick.
I have a few, but I'm just not a Topps guy. I don't know. I might just sell them.
The redemptions?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How you guys feel about Panini as a whole and where their product lines are moving? Difference between inserts in the hobby and retail and the releases. So personally, I love Panini sets. I love Panini 101, National Treasures, Prism. I really like Select. I love Optic, even though the pull rates are just terrible. There's a lot of.
But can we just stop having like 60,000 different types of inserts? Like, I don't need like 50 different kinds of die cuts.
Yep.
Like, that's not necessary for the product. So I think if they could trim down some of those unnecessary inserts and stuff, I think it'd be good.
And can we make kabooms and downtowns rare again?
And stained glass and stuff. Like,
that'd be epic. I would love to chase those cards if they made them rare. I'm all happy for them not to be numbered in super short prints, but I feel like their super short prints are not super short anymore. I feel like they are printed to oblivion.
Well, they take a super short print, and then the next set they just make them like a basic insert.
Yeah,
and it just like loses the magic of it being like a super short print. But yeah, I mean.
Hope Whatnot keeps giving away money. I need one of these influencers to come to my table and cash me out next.
Just sell your whole booth.
I traded my Mobley, a Kaboom, and some cash for a Flawless Hurts at a 25 cent into Beckett. Already hoping for a 9-5. Hey, good luck.
Fingers crossed.
Good luck. That's a beautiful card.
That would be a beautiful card.
I love Barstool. They sell everything. Even Barstool sponsors selling T-shirts and memorabilia and whatnot. I just love Barstool.
They're good. I like it.
Whatnot is a brilliant name for auction house. Yeah, I agree. Again, technology, what they are in general is phenomenal. I have no time to deal with that platform. You guys think, do you guys still hit up Kaboom Cards, Taco Hills, another good car shop around Atlanta? You know, we haven't been in a while. Unfortunately, it's been more retail. And we don't open too much retail. We do go to Wasteland Gaming a lot. There's a few card shops that are a little bit outside of the city. I think Wasteland, it's outside of the perimeter, but it's closer than the other ones. Mm-hmm. Banging Breakers is up north. It's like an hour and 5-10 minutes away from us.
Yeah,
and then
we're gonna go check them out soon.
Yep. And then there's a card shop to the south, about an hour from us right now, like Peachtree City. Jeff Wilson went there a few times.
Yeah.
But I've never been there. But Wasteland Game is kind of where we go. It's outside the perimeter a little bit, but if you live in Atlanta, it's probably the closest thing to you. They actually do categories now too. Oh, this jewelry retailer, she's just started selling a Whatnot recently. Oh, there you go.
I think I remember seeing some crystal sellers too. People selling different types of crystals and stuff. So, I mean, there's a wide variety of stuff if you can sell it. And there's a buyer for it.
I was making 2K on Whatnot, and then I just got lazy. Well, you're one.
Yeah.
We know how lazy you can get. You're probably just healing. G&J has a dentist and a father of three young boys. I spend way too much time watching your content, but I can't get away.
Don't neglect your children.
I appreciate it. Hopefully,
we'll get to see you at a show.
Yeah, hopefully you're ripping some packs with the kids, man. Hopefully you guys can find some.
Well, hopefully you got to get on that Silver Tempest Pokemon.
I got to get that Lugia.
You just buy it.
When will you guys get into the hockey market? It seems to be the most stable market and the prices are acceptable. You know,
I'll open the right hockey product. So like when the cup comes out, I'll probably buy some of the cup, and then depending on what other products there are, that's kind of like a little bit high end. You know, we did open a few hockey products with Coach Co and things like that. So if we can find the right products, we'll open up some hockey. But there's a lot of stuff that's just kind of like the paper products of baseball. So rather than those, we want to open some of the fun stuff, you know, those one packers. It's like 1 pack of 8, you know, or 6 cards. So we like those one packers.
Dude luck got me into hockey, going to hockey games, watching the Vegas Knights. I'm starting to I like going to the events. I don't know about collecting cards. Drew really likes opening stuff, like he said, if you can find the right box. But I don't know. I love basketball. Basketball is my thing. Google says it's permanent. Are we still trying to figure this out? Juice shut it down. Oh God, here we go. Yeah. Ooh, what's going to be the best 2022 basketball product this year? Probably National Treasures. Without a shadow of a doubt.
Prism too, probably. Select Prism.
Watch you guys every day. Keep up the good work and go. Nope, I'm not going to say it. Andrew, appreciate it.
Almost had him. Got to be a little bit sneakier. I
can't wait. Oh, I hope we beat you guys later on. You know, I'm not going to do it definitely. I'm just going to say I hope I beat you guys later on. I keep seeing videos pop up about Steph Curry 101 rookie superfractor not being seen. Yeah, I saw that on TikTok last night at like 2 a.m. Do you guys think it'll be it's been pulled and there's someone sitting on it? That'd be crazy if they did. I don't know. I think that card's too big nowadays for it not to be seen in the wild. I don't know. Have you seen the story about that, Drew?
Mm-mm.
I'll send you a couple of TikToks. Basically, there's a artist rendition of this Steph Curry superfractor, what it could look like. I mean, obviously it's a 101 superfractor. But basically this card has not been pulled from his rookie year. And people are saying it's like a $10 million card if someone pulls it, so forth. It looks gorgeous, but
I bet somebody has it, but they're just not public about it. There's a lot of people like that. You just never know.
Hamburger, aka Ghost Train Conductor, 1989. Juice and Andrew, hello, ladies. Wink face. Hopes you guys are doing good. Hey, we appreciate it, man. Are you guys liking the World Cup Prism boxes? I'm really trying to get one. Well, we opened one up recently, so you'll definitely see that video at some point this week. So far, so good. I saw Cristiano Ronaldo's auto got pulled 101.
But this is why we talked about it. Obviously, are some quality control issues. You know, cards not having autos or cards having the wrong auto. So hopefully, if you do find a box, it's not one of those boxes where quality control was sleeping, like one does when we play forts.
I'm still waiting for my Lamelo. I don't know what I should do. It's been 90 days, dude.
Keep waiting. If it's an auto, keep waiting. Do not take the points on those. Because eventually, like you said,
they're gonna have to sue.
They're gonna have to make him. They're gonna make him sign his redemptions one way or another, and whether that's a lawsuit or doing something, I would just wait if it's an auto. I even have like from the Absolute Tools of the Trade. Ooh, it's Black
Friday, not Thanksgiving. I thought it was Thanksgiving Day.
So hold those autos.
Yes, hold those autos. A local card shop has a World Cup Prism box for $625. No, they're like $400.
Yeah, I think they've dropped down in price. I think. Take a look online and see what like David Adams has.
You could get it definitely cheaper somewhere else.
Might be able to, yeah.
That Steph Superfractor would have been nice in an auction house a year and a half ago if your average collector had it. So either a rich guy pulled it himself or it's still sealed. There. I've been waiting 250 days for my Jamar Chase redemption. From what set?
Yep. See, right now on David Adams, it's $475 for a box of Prism World Cup.
Yo, so, nobody is by Panini anymore. Leaf to the moon. No.
I am getting a little bit. I'm liking the Leaf products a little bit.
Stop it.
Hey, Pop Century was a good product for us to open.
That's
it was
fun.
fun.
Yeah, for sure. But what? Like a premium football product? A Leaf cannot stand up at all to any of the major sports.
Then I guess I should return the thing I got you too from Leaf.
Oh, tight. Here we go. Save your money.
Oh, even if it's a Matherin Auto? Okay, I'll return that. I'm gonna make you grade it and keep it.
Oof. It's only going to get worse until Fanatics takes over. Better use those points while you can. But do we think Fanatics is really going to improve it?
I mean, it can't get any worse than it already is, right? We say that. I mean, knock on wood. We say that, but I mean, it could get worse.
Thanks for answering the questions, dude. Sorry, I didn't realize the chat was backed up, so my look at redemption should be fine then. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to get through it, but
like we said again, transparency. If they could just tell you if that's considered a high value card in their eyes or what they value that card as, might be better.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Jason. I'm really just trying to give everybody an option to talk. So I'll get you guys on screen. I might skip some of you guys if we've already answered or talked about it. Watching your break it saves me so much money. Oh, there you go. Thanks.
Watching us lose money so you don't have to. Since 2018.
Released less product indeed. All right. We're getting caught up. Definitely want to see Dude Luck. Let go. Will BGS ever pass PSA? I think they're going way back. I think SGC is getting a little bit better than them.
Well, did you see now that they did an advertisement for like a World Cup? I think they're grading soccer cards now at like $22 per card. They're trying to regain some of the ground, I guess, that they've been losing.
It just sucks because I like the idea of having the subgrades on certain cards. But man, they've really dropped off.
My Messi's coming. We'll have to make a short.
Knock on wood. You should go intercept that or just wait by the mailbox.
Yeah. No, it's going. It's a signature required, so I'm sending it to the FedEx facility so that I can pick it up direct. Yeah.
You guys still collect Pokemon? Yeah, certain things, depending on what it is. Still very active behind the scenes. What is this? What is going on? What are you guys talking about? Anyway, you guys got it. Heal up, boys. Here we go. Saw this for the first time on eBay the other day. People selling digital cards from apps they've downloaded on their phone. Like, what? Yeah, but you could transfer those digital cards. But I agree with you. I'm not a big fan of buying digital cards.
I love EPAC. Upper Decks EPAC.
I think you like EPAC because you could turn them into physical cards.
Yeah, they are physical cards, except for the really base ones.
But he's talking about like when you
I know. Like the
digital card.
Like those blockchain.
Yeah.
Hey, if people are willing to pay a lot for it, that's fine.
Hey, you guys, do me a favor here. I'm gonna pull it up. He's not gonna say anything, but I'm gonna pull up. Give me a second. I'm going like this.
Who are we pulling up?
So our boy Dude Luck is starting really to push uploading on his YouTube channel.
Ooh,
I'm spamming him right now in the chat. You guys go subscribe to Dude Luck. He's putting up his gambling videos. He's putting up some other content, mostly gambling videos right now. But do me a favor, go spam him up. Go give him a follow.
He's giving away free FTT tokens.
That's funny.
You could get millions and millions of free FTT tokens.
What's up, Tyler? Weird seeing you outside of Warzone. Oh no. Leaf Metal Soccer is the best product this year. All right, soccer I'll give Leaf credit for. Leaf Soccer could be cool, especially with like the Pele stuff and like some of the cool stuff
I've
that they
seen
have.
some, but I've seen the box openings on the Leaf Soccer, and I don't know, some of the players. I don't know if it's worth paying the $200 a box for them, but
yeah,
those Leafs, the Pop Century ones were fun though.
Vinny, they just got to recognize it though. They gotta make sure they identify and be a part of it. But you're right. Mm-hmm. Hopefully they see what Panini's doing wrong, they fix it. But if not, it could be doomed. Make sure you guys let Dude Luck know that we sent you.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget about the free FTT tokens.
How many streamers will be honest during tax season? I think that's separate. Who does this long term or bail? What do you want to know? Because my taxes suck.
Got us offset those gains.
Oh, buddy. Actually, I have a tax meeting Thursday for last year's taxes. I got to extended digital filing. Not gonna be fun.
I know. Tax season sucks. Oof.
7 level. Hey, 7 level. I almost called you 7-Eleven. My bad.
7-Eleven.
I'll check out your channel after this, my man. I will open it up. I will check it out. See what it's about, you know? Cards. Boom. Boom. Subscribe. I'll take a look a little bit later. Panini already pissed off millions of collectors, and worse, they pissed off millions of newbies that won't ever come back. Look at the 10-year drought minimum. I think I don't think you're wrong with your comment in a sense. I do agree that new people to the hobby is important, and Panini has pushed them away, yes.
You think Panini is becoming the new Hasbro?
Oof.
At least they didn't get double downgraded, right?
Yeah, fair. Remember that Jordan I told you about? I heard it was deemed a print error, so 810 was okay, but I don't buy it because your card wasn't printed straight.
Now we mentioned Jordans. Did you see that? Did you see that Jordan that Nat Turner graded that got a PSA 10?
No.
So he bought a BGS 9. Remember that card that I pulled from that free pack we got from Kaboom, and I got that die cut card that was like where you would connect it. Well, there was a BGS 9.5, I guess, that had damage on there, so it shouldn't have gotten a 9.5. And I think it was Nat Turner who subbed it to his company PSA, and they gave him a 10. And there's clear damage on that card. And people are saying, like, is PSA giving favoritism to Nat Turner and grading all of his cards in his collection a 10?
Is there a picture on this on the internet?
Oh, yeah, there is. It's been the biggest talk of the town.
Oh, my goodness. Send me a picture if you got it.
Yeah, when I find it out. I think I might have sent you the video too.
Discord? Oh, look.
With or maybe IG. I forget where. But Dan the Cardman did a video on it, so if you want to pull it up, you can see it from him. But yeah, people were saying that people were bringing that up too and saying like, oh, PSA grades all of his stuff 10s, and I was like, oof, if that's true. Yikes.
And you said it was PSA?
Yeah, it was a PSA 10.
Oh. All right,
See it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. Right here. Wow.
Oh, even if you go even earlier too, like around the 2-minute mark, you can see.
Look at that.
Yeah. But check like the 2-minute mark.
Well, the 2-minute mark has a BGS Jordan.
Yeah, that's the one that he broke out and graded as a, he graded it as, and it got a 10.
Oh wow.
And you can clearly see like this part here is like, I guess it's missing the floor, like right by.
Oh, right there.
No, up top. That like brown spot. I think it's supposed to be like silver.
I know that thing. Yeah.
I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not, but they're deeming that as the damage. And it got a 10. So I think you can look it up in his registry.
It's just crazy that with that much edge whitening everything.
The BGS missed it and PSA missed it. But in that case, yeah, there's lots of cards that have damage, and getting PSA 10s that are in his collection is kind of crazy.
So there's Dan the Card Man's video if you guys want to go check it out.
Yep, follow this guy. He's got a lot of good info.
Let me know we sent you. American Greed is going to be busy putting together shows. Like Golden Panini and Friends. Oh my goodness. They should do a whole season, right? American Greed Sports Card Edition.
Ooh, trademark that.
Oh man.
Jeez.
All right, everybody. We're going to take a couple more questions before we wrap it up for the night. We appreciate everybody that's come out. It's been a fun conversation, very transparent conversation. Really just going to continue to be real on these Tuesday calls or Tuesday streams.
Ooh, 7 Level Cards wants to know though, what the video editing software.
I use Filmora. Yeah. I use Filmora to edit all our videos. I use Photoshop to edit our thumbnails. I use CapCut to edit reels, TikToks, and shorts. I mean, I have a bunch of cameras. I use cell phones to do a lot of the recording. And then I use Andrew's pretty face to be in the video. Why are you turning like that?
I'm just saying now I'm going to start having to charge you. I'll send you an invoice at the end of the month.
That's it.
It'll help you write off your taxes.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Don't forget to like the video. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, hold on.
Join the Discord. Don't forget, join the Discord, folks.
Yeah, where's Noel with the Discord link? Noel, where have you been with the Discord link?
Because we got a bunch of gamblers in there.
The die cut with the brown spot in the middle on the right is a mistake. If you look, all the other graded copies. Ah, man, there you go. There you go. Someone was mistaken. Call it out. Just like everything else, it pays to know other people. It seems a little sus to me, which is unfortunate. What do you mean? Yeah. What does your Panini redemption value need to be? Get a white black box for the national? Not too high. There's just different tiers.
Mm-hmm. So depending on the number of redemptions you turn in, they'll calculate a value for it and then give you a black and white box that's equivalent to that value. But they're not transparent about the value.
Off topic, but all-time favorite NBA jersey are the Valley Phoenix Suns jerseys from last year and the year prior. They stopped doing them. But close second, they brought back the purple Phoenix Suns retros from like the late 90s, mid 90s, early 2000. Those are fire.
There you go.
Gin and Juice, where do you see the hobby in 2 years?
In a better place than it is now.
A lot more collectors, a lot more fun opening up product, a lot more discussion. I would see a lot less breakers. A lot of people, unfortunately, are going to lose a lot of money. I know a lot of people aren't fans of Gary Vee, but he posted a video today, or it was yesterday, one of the two. I just saw it today, where already 15% of households are losing money fast, very fast, in the sense of collectibles and so forth. So you're going to see a lot of people doing some interesting things like dumping cards and so forth. So it'd be interesting. What's your next card show? Dallas, Cali? Cheers. Ooh, next card show is probably Culture Collision in January.
Here in Atlanta.
Yeah. And then we're going to try to go to a lot more shows in 2023. All right, everybody. Join the Discord. No spam the links. Actually, can't spell the links. There we go. No spell the links. And there we go. Guys,
Sounds
make
good.
sure you give us a follow. Join the Disco. And until next time, we'll talk to you soon.
Deuces.
Deuces.
Gabarinos.
Bye.